Hey guys, what's going on? It's Andy. Do you want to know what people really think about you in the gym? Yeah, I hope you're not a brobot, okay? We're gonna fix that. Guys and gals, this video has to do with daily interactions at the gym. So for you new guys, this is gonna be really helpful because you get to have my insight from a guy who's been going to the gym for like almost 30 years, different sized gyms, collegiate gyms, public gyms in LA, small town gyms. And so I've got some insight to share, all right? So let's kick this off right away with the advice, and that is, be brave and say hi, okay? So, if you've been to a gym for longer than a week or two, you've noticed that there's always somebody right next to you who you've never met, right? And they might be the type who never even makes eye contact with you. And so that person is a brobot, okay? They're a bro and they act like a robot. They don't look at you, they don't smile at you, they're not sentient, like maybe AI is gonna get soon. They just are robotic in nature, okay? And so, what a like weird icy cold environment to be in, where nobody even looks at your face, right? So, I mean, the ideal scenario is if we are at least acquaintances with each other and we can smile at each other and make eye contact and exist in the same area without any awkward tension, okay? So I'm here to help defuse brobots, right? Now, there's different sizes of gyms, right? So if you're in a small town, it's unlikely that there's somebody in there that you don't know, but there might be, right? Now in big gyms in LA, it's a little tricky because there's like, at any given time, there could be 50 or 100 people in there, right? So the gym is like, it's not quite like work, but it's not quite like the grocery store where you never see the same person twice, okay? At work, you are forced to meet each other and work together, right? The gym is like a really unique environment where you're together, but you don't really have to meet each other, all right? So in going to the gym for so long, I just know that it's best and ideal if you at least know the other person's name and have met once. The reason is because the testosterone is so high, and so if you're working out next to each other, if you're using equipment that the other person might have to wait to grab, like at least you know who the other person is, okay? So I know that we also don't want an environment where you're forced to talk to somebody who's a chatty Cathy and won't like let you focus on what you're doing, right? But still, it outweighs the awkwardness of the icy cold ghost who is basically right next to you, who doesn't look at you and you don't see them. You like see through each other, right? So the proper conduct is to go say hi. You have to be brave. So, and the point is just to meet them quick. It's not to get into some deep, lifelong conversation and then hang out on the weekends with your families together. That's not the point. The point is just to get to know the person's name, okay? So, this is tricky because this brobot will not make eye contact with you, okay? The brobot will avoid you till the very last second. So, okay, this is a real story. So, there was a brobot that I've been going to the gym with for like 2 years, okay? And I was like, it was to the point where, man, this is awkward. We're like right next to each other. And I kept trying to like catch his eyes at one point and he just won't look. It's amazing how people are so good at not making eye contact when they don't want to, right? So one day he got a new haircut, right? So I was like, okay, this is my chance. This is my chance, okay? So I'll play him and then you or me, right? So I was walking towards him and he, was gonna avoid. And as I got closer, he like looks past me, avoid. And I got right to him and he just still like turned It was kind of sad. It was like, bro, I'm clearly coming right towards you. But I said, hey man, nice haircut. I love it, looking sharp. Hey, I see you every day. My name's Andy. Nice to meet you, man. All right, cool, have a good workout. Okay, that's how it ought to go, right? Nice and quick, get in and get out. And now I know his name. And now every day when we're standing right next to each other, at least I know his name and we have a fun story about a positive thing, about his haircut, right? Cool. So I know that if you've been going to the gym for like longer than a week, you have a brobot right next to you. You've got a ghost, right? And so it's just so great to crack that ice, to be brave, because it takes some risk if you're the guy approaching, right? So find a way to compliment and go in quick, say hi, introduce yourself, and then get out quick, right? Really helps. So that brings me to the second tip, and that is, for daily greetings, just smile, okay? So now the brobots, the reason that they may not want to meet you is because they don't want to get caught up in the big conversations all the time, right? So I get this because when I get to the gym in the morning, I want to go and get warmed up fast. I want to get my first exercise done right away, right? So I'll walk into the gym and I might have to see 4 or 7 people or so before I get to the incline bench press. That's where I'm headed, right? And so if I talk to everybody on the way there, it's just gonna take maybe 5 minutes to get there, right? So it's okay to just smile at people, okay? You don't have to have an over greeting, that's what I call it. An over greeting. It's like oversharing, but it's a greeting that just is too much, okay? So what that looks like is like this. It's like, hey man, what's going on? Urban handshake ensues. What time did you get here? Oh, really cool. What are you working on today? Oh, really? Today's upper body day. Wow, okay, well, I'm doing lower body. Yeah, I did this and this and this and this and this and this. So what are you gonna do next? And then what time are you gonna leave? Guys. Can you see how ridiculous this might be now? For someone who has that same pulpy, meaningless conversation with like multiple people every day, right? It's just not necessary. It doesn't mean I don't sincerely appreciate our friendship and camaraderie together. It's just that it's just ridiculous. It's not necessary, right? So the same interaction could go something like this. What's up, man? Good morning. Boom. Okay? Now, if I am already warmed up and I'm like doing like a set of something, right? And I've got 2 minutes between my rest period, and you happen to be right next to me, then we can chat it up, right? And as I would suggest in another video, find a meaningful substantive thing to talk about. Did I say that word right? I can't even say word, right? Have a meaningful conversation. Like, let's talk about the weekend, right? Right now in LA, there's a cool event at Hermosa Beach, right? So, let's talk about that. Talk about something that has some ideas that are outside of like what's right in our face right here, okay? So that is the tip, right? So crack that nut, be on a nice, friendly, cordial relationship with everybody, so that in between sets, if you catch someone's eye, it can go something like this, right? Instead of like this. Okay? So now we smile at people, make eye contact, a little bit of thumbs ups, right? And then when we get to the gym, it's okay if like I see you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. If on like Tuesday, if I just say, yo, what's up, good morning, that's enough for one whole day, right? Because I'll see you again tomorrow. Of course. Well, of course you guys know that, because you're hanging with me and you just got 30 years of gym experience right in your mind. So good for you. You guys are looking great, and I can't wait for what comes next.